of our engagements today, and we pray that everyone on the line would be encouraged, would be strengthened, would be inspired in a way that's evoking and mind evoking. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. And the pledge, please. I want to, before I say the pledge, I say this is an important time, and we are unified, and we are directed to be pulled together behind this item, this flag, which represents us all, and the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. And now I want to thank you all the veterans on the call, for all your service. You are more than important to our liberty, our republic, and what it stands for, and who we are as Americans. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Claire, it's all yours.
Hello, everybody. And I want to, first of all, say that I am so grateful to our veterans. I cannot tell you what a sacrifice that is. And when you think of all the veterans in this group who are 20+ years of service and time and devotion to this club, we wouldn't have a club if not for Jerry and Donna and Renee and keeping up. And now military standards, they've kept me under a standard. If people don't show up, they phone me and say, you know, what's going on? So, you know, they have a standard, and allowing me to serve them in this club and keep up with the standard and keep up with them. Donna has taught me tremendously about military time and everything. But before I go there, I have a wonderful singer, a soprano like no other, Nancy Wooten, who is going to sing us a beautiful song. Nancy.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with light from above. From the mountain to the prairie, through the ocean, white with foam. Oh, oh, sweet home. God bless America. Oh, sweet home.
Great, wow. Wonderful.
Amazing. Awesome.
Good job.
And I want you guys to celebrate. I mean, I want this to be an event where we celebrate your life, your sacrifice, what you stand for. And I know even when y'all are hurting, y'all show up and y'all are just so honorable, and I just love you, and I need to tell you that. So our first honoree and is Jerry Baker. Now, Jerry is just one of these gentlemen that you will meet, and Jerry is just somebody that is just there to help. I mean, anytime you need anything or you want something, and I call Jerry, and Jerry's right there showing you everything that, you know, military values and more. And so today, Jerry is the honoree for today, and Colonel Donna Foray will be on Monday. And I want to let Jerry introduce himself to you and tell you a few stories. And then Jerry's going to do a health assessment. It's really important that we look at our health and we answer these questions, because when Jerry asked me to do the health assessment, I was like stunned, because there were some questions in that assessment that I didn't want to answer. And one of them was, what is your weight? And I didn't want to put my weight on the survey. But when you actually see what's in front of you in terms of what you're dealing with your health, this assessment will really, really help you. So I'm going to let Jerry do the introduction to that. And right after that, we'll have Dr. John, who will answer questions and give us a little talk. And yes, he's giving everybody on this call a book, which is amazing. And then we have some wonderful speakers. We have Jeannie, and then we have Gary. And so this is going to be a great day today. So Jerry, over to you. Introduce yourself and tell us about this assessment and tell us everything that you want to talk about.
Okay, well, thank you, Claire. Yeah, I appreciate all the, I know I've gotten a lot of comments on my Facebook page regarding my photo. I always put up my Veterans Day photo. And I spent 27 years in the Navy, Medical Service Corps, but then spent another 15 years working for the Defense Health Agency. So very proud of the service I was able to provide, and very proud of this country and all that it offers to the world. So I just wanted to say that. So after all that time, I retired from the military, and I started my own business in health and wellness, working with Shackley Corporation, which is a billion-dollar company that has been producing nutritional health and wellness products for over 60 years. And frankly, when I began to experience the benefits of it, I looked around and I began to see a lot of people that I knew, particularly in the body of Christ, but elsewhere as well, that just were not as healthy as they could be. And it's not difficult to assess what it is that you need, but then using the Shackley products, which are clinically proven and patented, and I could go on, but I won't. But I would like, if I have time, Claire, I want to show a brief video about Shackley, and then I'll show a brief video about the meology assessment, and then we'll just go through the assessment. We'll just look at the different questions, and I'll be asking questions of you, not that you need to fill it out or give me the answers to put in, but I would encourage you to fill out a health assessment as we're going through it. And I have placed the link for that assessment into the chat. So if I may, let me see if I can share my screen. Okay, so far so good. We'll see how this goes, because I had to come in a little bit different way than I usually do. So this is a quick couple of minutes. Come on, don't give me that. Okay, well, bear with me just 1 minute, and there's another way to do this that will enable me to, there we go. Okay, so we're going to look at a video here that anyhow, it's coming here soon. Here we go, Shackley video. So we're going to look at the Shackley history, I believe it is. And Ruth Shackley, this is the one. So let's see if it will play. Can you see that?
It's starting, yes.
65 years ago, I woke up through the relationship.
Turn it up, son.
Huh?
And that time,
Volume.
determination was to
Can you not hear it?
build a business company.
Okay, but not well.
Be in absolute harmony with nature.
We were pioneering food supplementation in the day when doctors and pharmacists and home economists they just say you don't need this.
He would say that the reason he even got started in this was because he got tired of treating disease, and he wanted to help people understand about prevention and about wellness.
We didn't shout and holler, but we determined that we were going to build products that would be in harmony with nature and not pollute air, soil, or water.
Can you hear that
And
okay?
more particularly, the most important stream of all, the bloodstream of everyone.
I never got the feeling that he was on a mission. He was always He knew that it was the right thing to do, but I didn't feel like it was a crusade. We felt like it was a crusade.
All we do is to give you an opportunity, and that's all we can give you, is the opportunity. We have the product. We're very proud of the quality of the product we produce. It's up to you to take advantage of the opportunity. I can't make you, no one can make you a success.
You are what you think you are. You have to believe in yourself. And it's not enough to believe in the products, not enough to believe in the business opportunity. You have to believe in yourself.
Anybody could build a lifetime of financial security and do it in a way that created dignity.
This was not a business where you just out to make a lot of money, although you could. And he didn't downgrade the fact that you could make a lot of money. But that was not the primary purpose.
The first thing we want you to remember, the very first thing you must remember, is your service to humanity. Forget the dollars and cents. If you serve humanity, you can't keep the dollars from rolling in.
I always told us, think about the other guy and you have more on your plate than you can handle in matters of all kinds of success. And it's pretty phenomenal to know that you carry the legacy of Dr. Shackley and that what you do every day will carry that spirit forward.
And we realized that it wasn't just what we could get for ourselves, it was what we could do for other people. And that has been more motivating than anything else. In fact, the most motivating thing that comes from me in this business is seeing somebody reach the first level of a directorship and knowing that this is just that first step. And I think as you get into Shackley, you become more Shackleyizing your home, but you Shackleyize your heart.
It goes back to Dr. Shackley's philosophy of a company that cares. And that's what Shackley is, living that golden rule.
Now, it may sound corny for any corporation to endeavor to perfect itself to a point where it can lay claim to absolute harmony with the golden rule. No one is perfect, but we are endeavoring to be in absolute harmony with the golden rule, and we hope that our people do the same thing.
We were looking for something that had right livelihood to it. Something where you could do and help and earn and build and share and not compromise your principles.
It was unusual for me to market products, but it wasn't unusual for me to get behind a philosophy that would make a difference in people's homes and in the world. I have never doubted that what I am doing is the right thing to do, to share good products, which vanishes into healthier lives.
You say you can't hear the voice of nature, but you can. You say you can't talk to nature, but you can. Let's get close to nature.
It wasn't what he did, it's who he was. It wasn't the company he created, it was the philosophy that he promoted that the company supports. And the thing will still be alive and well 50 years from now, regardless of how big this company is, regardless of how many thousands of people have had their lives changed, it'll still be the philosophy that drives it.
Built into the DNA of this company, our culture, it's inherent in it, we cannot change it, is the fact that we care about the goodness, the good social benefits of it as much as we care about the money in this company.
Okay, now that is actually not the video I was going to show, but I'm glad I did it. It covered even more than I thought it was going to, so glad I did. Anyhow, but that gives you some insight into what the company is all about, why I am so passionate about being part of it. And and representing those products to people who just want to be healthier. So I'm looking for people who would like to explore that in greater detail, and we also have the business opportunity as well. But like Dr. Shackley said, and the others there, it's not about the money. It's about, who you help and taking care of the earth. So is everybody still with me?
Yeah, we're listening, Jerry.
All right, just want to make
There's
sure.
only one you. That's why we created a personalized nutritional supplement plan for you alone. We call it Meology. To get started, simply answer a few questions about your lifestyle, health goals, and family history. Our algorithm instantaneously analyzes millions of data points to identify your nutrient needs and map them to products with those nutrients in the right amounts. We then refine the recommendation based on your food allergies, dietary preferences, medications, and life stage. Next, we ensure your plan is safe, so you're not getting too much or too little of any nutrient that matched up with your diet. Finally, we rank and explain every recommendation, so when you feel good, you know why. We guarantee it, just like we have for the past 60 years. Take the assessment. You'll see there's no other person like you and no other program like Meology. Meology. Nutrition made personal.
Okay, and I'm sorry again, I always have to apologize to Claire because they spelled her name wrong.
That's all right.
But of course, that wasn't really her, but they do have the example of Claire. So if you go to your, to share, or not share, but the chat, I can't find the chat here, but let me stop sharing just a minute. So just check in the chat, you'll see here at the top, okay, yeah, it's about the third or fourth down, and you say, it's from me to everybody, and there's a link there. So just click on that link. And if we go back to share screen here, oops, there we go. You should see this. So I'd encourage you each to go in there. And I do offer a free gift to anyone who completes an assessment. We're going to call this test case 5 because I've done it 4 or 5 times already. And invalid input. Okay. Yes, I probably can't use numbers. Okay. I don't think if any of you have a number in your name, then we got a problem. So, okay, I'm going to just do this. Age. So, again, if you're doing this, you're doing it in your privacy of your home, and I won't be able to see your age in the results, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm just interested in some input from people. What are your health goals? Anybody willing to answer that? I mean, I can wait. That's fine.
You should put all.
I'm sorry?
You should put all of them.
All of them, yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Weight management, healthy brain. Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Healthy heart. All of them. Yeah, all of them are important.
All of them.
I couldn't unmute. I was going to go with healthy heart.
Okay.
finally figured it.
Okay, that sounds like Jean, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I do that anyhow because I've had some coronary artery disease before I started Shackley. I had some stents placed and that sort of thing. And I'm 72, so is anybody else interested in healthy aging? Okay, nobody, I guess. All right. Well, feeling more energetic is really important. So what is the most important to you? So I'm just going to put healthy aging, and then it goes on to this. And again, hopefully you'll go online and do this yourself. Doesn't cost you anything. You don't get on a mailing list. You'll get an email from me with some recommendations on how to look at this. But anybody dare to answer this question honestly?
What is that?
1 to 2 days a week is my answer.
Right. Now, I don't want just a couple people. I mean, everybody. You'd have to share on every question, but just encouraging people to just to think about it. And
is there a time frame for how long you exercise, or an hour, 2 hours, or?
That's a Renee question. Yeah. Renee, are you on?
I'm on.
Renee?
I'm on.
What is the time frame that people should be exercising?
At least an hour. You can do 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah. And that's, I've always heard 35 minutes at a minimum. So if I go on the treadmill, I do 35 minutes and then do some other things. So what kind of exercise do you typically do? Just curious, what are some of the exercises that people do?
I'm a swimmer. I love swimming. Love swimming.
Anybody else? Anybody do strength, like lifting weights?
I do strength.
Yeah. Is that Renee?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah. I figured that that sounded like probably something that you do. I kind of focus on cardio, but I do a little bit of strength training just to build my core, because at my age, you tend to lose your balance more. And so I kind of work on my core so I don't end up falling down the steps or something. So,
Yeah, me too, Jerry. You don't want to fall.
No, I've done that. I did that the other day, but it was walking backwards, and that's another story.
Well, you deserved it then, I guess.
I guess. I throw the ball up the stairs for the dog, and then she knocks it back down, and she can go all the way down.
Oh.
So I stepped up a step or two to get the ball, and somehow ended up falling into the laundry room. But anyhow, my wife wasn't too happy about that.
I can imagine.
Yeah, when it comes to exercise, so what are the kind of things that are important to you as you're building your exercise, as you're doing your exercise? If you're going to take some supplements, what would you want them to do?
Well, I'll answer that, Jerry, if you want. I need to keep the calcium and the vitamin K and all of that for osteoporosis.
Oh, yeah.
I have that diagnosis, but I don't take any meds for it, and they test it every year. And because of the supplements that I've been taking, it's maintained itself.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We have a product called Osteomatrix, which is has calcium and then magnesium as well. And also for exercise, of course, one thing that's in our Olympic athletes that are Shaklee users, they use a product that we have. It helps to keep you fueled, but also keeps you hydrated and provides the the electrolytes you need. And also, I like something because when I do overdo it, my muscles do get sore. And so we have a product that helps with that. Actually made with something with tart cherry. So I bet a lot of people here probably are in maybe the first or second category. Anybody on their feet and on the move most of the day?
Sedentary, at the computer all day and the phone. Yeah. I mean, that's a different kind of thing. Would be great. Well, on sales calls, it's easier to show up and meet and preparing for those.
Yeah.
That's good.
And there are computer desks now that you can get that you can stand while you're working.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think COVID made a major change with everything.
A
lot of us are sitting at the desk. We're not even walking as far as we usually do to the copy machine at work.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my copy machine on the desk behind me, so I just wheel around in my chair, wheel over to that, wheel back, and so.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
How's your
right.
energy
That's right.
on an average day? You know, and I know I meet a lot of people. You know, this is where they are. They feel tired all the time. I'm amazed at how quickly that reverses through proper supplementation. So
That's
yeah,
probably true. You're probably more inclined to take the stairs when you're going upstairs. I mean, that's a big deal, though. I mean, you know, even on a 5-story building, to take the stairs all the way up and all the way down.
Yeah,
that's a state of mind. It's a state of mind. Mm-hmm.
And we were looking, when we moved here a year and a half ago, we were looking initially for a 1 floor, everything on 1 floor. When we ended up buying a house with 2 floors, and my office is upstairs. So, you know, I'm up and down the stairs a lot, and that's good exercise, except when I'm falling, you know. So,
but that probably makes your memory good, because if you can't forget anything, you can't forget anything. It's upstairs.
Yeah, it's upstairs or it's downstairs. So, stress level. I know nobody has stress, I'm sure. Anybody have feeling overwhelmed right now that cares to share?
I was when you couldn't get on.
Well, yeah, that was unusual. But how do you sleep at night? Most people okay with sleeping?
It depends.
Yeah.
Mostly okay.
Yeah.
But honestly, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there could, I think there was probably another category that would be good, is just say, you know, I sleep well. Maybe not great, not uninterrupted bliss, because particularly as us older guys have to get up 1 or 2 times in the night. But if I had to, and none of these is really good for me, but I would just say that. Whoops, I know that. Well,
okay.
Okay. Try not to spend too much. We'll finish it up fairly quickly, but how would you just describe your brain and cognitive health? So a lot of choices here. I don't know if anybody's in this category, not good and being concerned about it. Hearing none. Not bad, but sometimes I have trouble remembering. And I'm kind of between these two. But then I'm not sure where I would be if I weren't taking a brain supplement as I am right now. So.
Shackley offers something that way?
Yes. It's called MindWorks.
Okay.
Yeah, and the clinical studies show a decrease in brain shrinkage, because sadly, about the age of 20, your brain starts to shrink. So I'm 72, so I don't even want to think about that. But
so you're saying that you have to circulate your thoughts among a smaller area of real estate.
Exactly. But also it increases circulation to the brain. So we've had a lot of good results with that. And this one, does anybody get 15 minutes? I mean, we're all in the house and looking at our computers.
That's not. I don't get 15 minutes of sunshine.
Does anybody?
I should.
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice a week after the walk if the weather's good, you know, but not that consistent. But I can see how that vitamin D would be a benefit.
Yes.
Yeah. Elton and Claire are the only ones answering here now. Come on. All right. Now, who answers no in this? Anybody? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's easy to hit. You know, absolutely. Do you look at a screen for more than? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And others, I mean, that are on the computer that way. I saw the carrots. What were the carrots for?
Oh, that was just a transition slide. Whoops.
Okay.
15 more. Okay, then we went to.
Okay.
And this
all right. Thank you.
You're doing good. You know.
All right. Move to fruition.
So my mother would say, you know, you never see a rabbit wearing glasses. So.
Glasses. Right. I've heard that.
So, but if you have any food allergies, there's an opportunity to identify that. I thankfully don't have any. So this is kind of mine, but dietary preferences. Anybody doing any of these?
I'm vegan.
Vegan.
You're not vegan.
When I want to be.
She loves bacon.
When I want to be.
She loves burgers, you know, but that's okay.
Yeah. When I want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know what pescatarian is, you know, it's like a vegetarian, but they will eat fish.
Okay. Pescatarian. I never
heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pescatarian. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No one else? Okay. None of these. Okay. Colorful vegetables. All right. I want some answers here. How many?
All right. Come on, yeah.
Come on, everybody. We can't hear nobody. Come on.
It's an interactive health consideration.
Yeah, we're trying to get interactiveness going.
Yeah, right. We're interactive.
Donna?
I'll say number 2, between 2 and 3.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Donna, Linda, come on, guys. Say something.
We're trying to create a healthy environment. You know, I mean, among our crew.
Renee, come on. Somebody talk.
I eat at least 2 per day. I don't eat enough. I did the assessment also.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I was doing the assessment while you were talking. I didn't know what you were going to be. I did the assessment while you were talking.
Oh, you were doing the assessment offline. Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, this is Donna. Just so you know, I'm driving and I'm still trying to participate, so I really can't see what Jerry's talking about. But I'm assuming you're asking, do I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables? Is that the question?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, how are you
I would say not really. Maybe half the time I'm pretty good at it, but on average, probably not so much.
Yeah. And Donna, you did the assessment, so.
Yeah.
You got your free.
Yeah, I know I have lots to work on, Jerry, and you'll help me. I'm one of Jerry's clients, just so you all know, full disclosure, and he's helped me with a lot of my health problems. In fact, I was having a lot of problems with sleep because a lot of you know I lost my husband in December, and I've been in a real tailspin emotionally and spiritually about that. But the Shackley sleep supplement and stress relief has really helped me tremendously. So I take all of the, I take the bone matrix because I have a lot of arthritis in my knees from being in the military, and I also take the, there's another supplement, and Jerry will have to tell me the name of it, but it helps with arthritis. Help me, Jerry.
It's probably osteomatrix or joint health. Joint health.
It's the joint health. I take both. Joint health and osteomatrix. So if you have any bone issues or joint problems or pain in your joints, those are fabulous products. The joint health relief, or whatever it's called, I'm not getting the name of it right. I was told a couple of years ago that I needed knee surgery from Shackley. I don't need any surgery. My pain is gone. So it's awesome product.
All right. Thank you. All right. I'll send you the $20 later.
Jerry, I have to interrupt. Gary is actually leaving the call in 5 minutes. Gary, do you want to quickly introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, hello everyone. My name is Gary Polk, and I'm an adjunct professor at Cal State University Dominguez Hills in Carson, California. We're a suburb of Los Angeles, about 30 miles outside of LA. And December 1, I'm going to publish my second book, Why Black and Brown Entrepreneurs Fail to Win.
Oh.
It's a follow-up to my first book, which was a macro view, Why Entrepreneurs Fail to Win. And so we decided last year to come up with Black and Brown Entrepreneurs Fail to Win. And then it's going to be a trilogy. So next year, we're going to work on our third book, Why Women Entrepreneurs Fail to Win. So in some ways, all entrepreneurs are the same, but when you break it down to Black and Brown, there's some cultural differences. There's something about self-doubt that impacts the Black and Brown community quite a bit. And when we talk about women entrepreneurs, I have a couple women that are on my research team. And one of the things we're finding is that how women in their mind think differently than men. For whatever reason, women are more pragmatic. So a man will stand up and say, my company is going to do 50 million, and the woman will say, well, reality, we're going to do 5 million. And that's just kind of how things go. And
that's why we need women.
Right.
But what's
Keep your feet
interesting
on the
is that
ground.
the other research is that women turn out to be better CEOs because they're more collaborative. And it's really not about them, it's more about the team. And in today's world, you really need a team.
Yeah.
So we think it's going to be beneficial on all levels. And it's really about empowering entrepreneurs, because earlier we talked about how great our country is. And part of it is because we do have capitalism. And you can look at our standard of life versus a socialist or even a communist country, and the standard of living of the average person is much different. And that's fueled by capitalism. Adam Smith wrote a book, Wealth of Nations, in 1776. And for whatever reason, in the United States, we really understand that. And the other thing that I focus on is social entrepreneurship. And that's what we call the triple bottom line: people, planet, profit. Social entrepreneurship. So it's still about profit, but we know our planet is limited as a resource. We also know that when it comes to people, it matters how we take care and treat employees and customers. So anyway, I'm glad to be here, Jerry. That was an amazing presentation. And was it Ernestine? Who was the singer? That was awesome.
Nancy Wooten.
Yes.
Nancy Wooten.
Nancy,
Nancy.
wow. Thank you so much. That made my day. So that was amazing.
Very good.
Hey, Gary,
And I
don't
just,
have a-
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for your time. I do have to run. I thought it was only till 11:30, so I stayed some extra time, but I do have to run now. So I appreciate your time. And Elizabeth and Elton, thank you for having me here. And thanks a lot. I did put my contact information in the chat, so if you want to follow up, you can. So I appreciate
Gary,
that.
I'll be following up with you, Gary.
Okay, thank you. And Jerry, you're right about that core stuff, because at our age nowadays, we gotta, the question is not when we fall, it's, I mean, if we fall, it's gonna be when we fall. So
exactly.
we wanna take care of that, those hips and shoulders and things.
Well,
So, all right, guys,
well,
you take care.
Thank you, Professor.
On that comment, Gary, I had to, when me and Claire married, I had to share with her how you fall. That falling could be a good thing, like you ski. I love to ski, but then, if you do so, you'll learn that sometimes it's a good idea just to drop. It's better, just to drop, hit a pillow of snow, and you don't face no real incident. So, but I don't mean fall, but if you can control your drop, then that's a great thing. I mean, your trouble comes up, drop. You can repair knees and joints, but drop. So I mean, but it's. I think we talked about that in another forum. Balance, maintaining your balance at all times, and if you have to drop with balance, do so. But keeping your balance, and so that's a good thing. Good deal. Thank you so much, Gary. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Other veterans, thank you for your service to all of our veterans. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll be in touch. We'll be in touch.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. If you'll continue, Jerry, but just for a little while longer, and then we can move on because we got some real stuff.
I'm just going to rush through this real quick, just so we can see.
Just gotta bring,
Just so we can see what happens when you finish. I don't know. You just pick. Whoop, 6. I'm 6'2". Okay. And then we're going to skip the weight because it's none of your business. And so, I'll pick a couple of these, cholesterol and weight. But anyhow, just want a quick, okay. My mouse is doing funny things. So, okay, yeah, actually, we're just going to say heart disease. Okay, I'll forget it. All right, so let's go. None of these, quick. We're almost done, I think. I just want to show you what the report looks like. Let's just say no. I'll get my results. And then put in your email address. Oh, email address. I'm just going to go with And we're about done. And get me your results. Okay, so then it gives you your results and what the recommended products for you to take, but it also tells you why we recommend it for you. And again, these are in order of priority. So if you've got limited resources, limited funds, you know, you just start at the top and pick out the ones until you reach you reach what you think you can afford, and you're ready to go. And I certainly can help more with that as well. So anyhow, thanks so much for the opportunity to present that, and look forward to hearing from you, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions or you need any additional information. Back to you, Claire.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jerry. And thank you for your service too. And we'll bring Jerry back at the end. But here we have Dr. John. And Dr. John, please introduce yourself. And thank you for your generosity today to giving everybody a book. Thank you so much. Yes.
Very good.
I'm originally from Kerala, India. I did my medical training there. I went to Scotland to do a year of internship. I came to the United States in 1970, did 2 years of residency, 2 years of fellowship.